Welcome everybody to the Late Night Sugma program. My name is Tom. You should know that by now. I am Roundtable Tom, the Sugma male, the man of the hour, the man of this broadcast that you're watching right now. And welcome. We are at the penultimate episode. Next week will be the finale. After that, no more Late Night Sugma program until season 2. The man, the meme, the myth, the legend is live, indeed. And tonight, I just wanna be thankful that it's almost over. And I don't mean to sound like I'm not enjoying myself, because I am. But I will say, holy crap. I do not have, I timed this out very well. I do not have the energy to go past next week. I have enough energy to get us through this week, to put together a finale for next week, and after that, I'm done. Like, I'm cooked until season 2, and also doing the stuff in between I said I was gonna do. So I'm thankful for the situation that we have currently, and my beard is actually grown out pretty far for the first time in this show. The firsting, or takeaways from season 1 thus far. The takeaways are, for one, guests are a big thing. I think that next season, when we have guests, that's going to be a lot easier on me, because holy crap, that's like an hour of content right there. That's half the show. That's half the work I gotta do. So, I think that's one takeaway. And another takeaway is, I enjoy being live. I think a big takeaway is I don't think people on Twitch really want to see gaming anymore. Or at least from the sphere that I'm in. Also, another thing that I've realized, or something that I've decided, I don't know if realized is the right word, but I definitely really want to bring in more people from the community that I'm in. I want to collaborate more with people, because I don't really collaborate. How many people dog? Bro, is this on live? Is this on live again? I swear to fucking... This man keeps coming in on my time slot. I'm wearing his merch too. I gave him my money. Bro. Alright, I'm radicalized. With Pokey and... Bro. With Pokey and Arya. Dog, what is this man doing? I'm radicalized. I'm more left than Hassan. I'm joining D.GG or DGG, whatever the fuck. I don't even know. I'm not that much of a freak that I know. Anyways, so speaking of reaching out, supporting the rest of the community. Fuck us on DGG. Okay, look, it's all jokes. It's all memes. Although I don't have a house. This ain't my house. I have to pay rent to live here. Anyways, speaking of, Toonerific Tariq dropped a recess video this week, and it got demonetized because that's what YouTube likes to do. So please, everybody, Tariq is a incredibly talented video content creator, whatever the word is that we use, YouTuber. He's good at what he does. So everybody go and just watch, just like support the video, go and give it a like, watch it when you have time. Support his stuff, because like that's the stuff that happens, you know. It's like when you're on YouTube, shit just fucks up, and then you lose progress because, you know, you upload a South Park video and then YouTube's like, hey, age restricted or some shit. This video is great. I watched it earlier and I don't even like recesses. Bro, Tariq is very good. He's very good at making anything interesting. This man made me cry to a video about Fat Albert. I didn't know that was possible. Okay, on to... See, this week, I'm kind of winging it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm winging it a little bit. Just a little bit. Because I understand that, like, my energy right now is low. I've used up a lot of creative energy so far. I think that the stamina will increase over time as I get used to doing this show more and more, especially if I have guests, because holy fuck. I didn't even get through all the content I planned for last week, and that's honestly kind of a good thing. Anyways, so I'm just gonna talk. I'm just gonna monologue for a little bit longer than I might usually, and hopefully it's entertaining. And yeah. So, anyways, I want to talk about this tweet. Elon Musk, the type of dude at a party to explain to you why you need to diversify your investments while you're just trying to figure out where the floor went. And now, some of you might be like, yo, that's a funny tweet, but like, this seems a little specific. Like, is this an actual experience that you have had with Elon Musk specifically? No, not with Elon Musk. But I do have a very similar experience that I described in a quote tweet to this tweet. But I feel like just trying to get everything into a quote tweet kind of ruins the story, because this is a story with a lot of emotion behind it. So first of all, the figure out where the floor went, that's just a nod to the fact that most people, when they party, they partake in things. That's what happens when you go to a party. Now, for me, I don't do that at parties, especially because, like, I don't trust motherfuckers at parties, especially if, like, I don't know people there. Like, you usually go to parties to meet people, and then sometimes you meet people and you regret meeting them. That's just kind of what happens. Anyways, I want to tell you a time. This was, I think, 2 summers ago. This was pre-COVID. I remember, I think this was the week of San Diego Comic-Con. Now, we at the round table, we tend not to go to San Diego Comic-Con for a number of reasons. For one, it's very expensive. For two, it's on the other side of the country. For three, it's very crowded. Four, it's very expensive. So we tend to just do our best with covering it, or at least we were at that point. So Kevin decided this week we'll work 6 days. We'll work through on Saturday to cover everything that happens on Saturday at the convention, and then we had 4 days the next week. But that 6-day week, it was rough. I'm not gonna lie. And a friend of mine was like, hey, I'm having a party on Saturday. I was like, nice. Probably not gonna go because I have work. But another friend of mine was like, yo, if you want, I can drive you to this party. I can come to your house and pick you up, and we can go over there. We can hang out for a bit, and then we can leave when, like, things start dying down, and then we can, like, go and get food or whatever. I'm like, all right, okay, I'm down. I also worked out in between. So by time, like, my friend was picking me up, I was tired as shit. My brain was not working. But I get to the party, right? So I get there, and I was tired. But I'm like, yo, it's a party. It's time to turn up. Where's the video? I actually have a video from this party somewhere on my YouTube. I used it as promotion for my mixtape a couple years ago. I'm like, yo, it's a party. I gotta turn up. So yeah, that was me. I was turning up. I was going buck wild. I was, getting lit, as the kids say. And by kids, I mean my generation. I'm not that old. I was riding off momentum. I was like, I'm going to turn up. I'm going to force myself to have fun. I'm going to force myself to be fun. And then this guy enters the fold. I don't remember this dude's name. He told me his name many times for reasons that will become clear. I don't remember his name, but he was a mutual friend of the person who threw the party. And how did this interaction go? I think it was like, he was like, yo, dude, you're turned up, like, dog, you're lit, you're fucking drunk as fuck. I'm like, nah, dude, I'm completely sober. I'm just, like, going wild. And he was like, oh, damn, it's just your energy, bro. I'm like, yeah, I'm just, like, I worked all day, and, like, I'm just, like, trying to keep going. He was like, oh, what do you do for work? I tell him what I do for work. And he's like, yo, dude, listen. If you got, like, that kind of following online, dog, you gotta get on these Facebook ads, dude. Like, dog, that's what I did. I just started, like, posting shit on, like, eBay, and then, like, buying out Facebook ads. And I made R-word money. Like, he was saying R-worded money. Like, you can put together what he was saying. I'm not gonna say it because Twitch doesn't like it, but are like he was like, yeah, dude, and he just kept saying it. He was like, dude, listen, bro, if you do this, you're gonna make art like. And I was just like, yeah, that's not really my department. I'm not really. I kind of came here to have a good time, like, I'm not. And he's like, nah, dude, trust me, like, yo, like, what's your how many followers you guys got on Instagram? Like, yo, like, and he starts asking me all this shit. I'm like, dude, I don't, bro. I just came here to hang out and chill. He traps me in this conversation, trying to like pitch me a deal, trying to be like, yo, dude, listen, like, get me in touch with your partner. I can make you guys so much money. Like, I got this whole thing planned. Like, I'm like, dude, I don't. And then I got like my other friend who drove me there, like in my ear, like, yo, dude, he's making some good points. You should listen to him. I'm like, ah. And at this point, like the momentum that I built up from like that eat her ass on a Thursday, like, I'm just like, I'm trying to stay alive at that point. Like my eyes are like closing. Like I'm just like, yeah, dude, yeah. And he's like, yo, dude, like, give me your number. Like my name is like, and like nobody's helping me in this situation. Everyone was like, yo, dude, listen, like he's telling you some good shit. And like most of them are drunk too. I'm just like sitting there like dead tired now, like trying to stay awake, trying to like survive this social interaction as I'm just like this dude is just pitching me some shit where I'm like some like multi-level marketing scheme or some shit, and I'm just like, dude, I don't want to do this, bro. Afterwards, me and my friend, we grab our one drunk friend who was already there. We get in his car, and he's like, yo, dude, man, he was telling you some good shit. I hope you should call him, or like at least send his number to Kevin or whatever. And I was like, can we just go to National? Can we just go to National Coney Island, bro? I just want some cheese fries at this point. So yeah, that's the story. That's what happened. And honestly, I can't imagine being drunk or on drugs or anything like that while also trying to deal with that, like be in that situation. I can't imagine that because I don't do that stuff. I have done edibles before, and I realize my THC tolerance is non-existent. If you can you can inject a milligram of THC into my bloodstream, I'm going to Mars. I have no tolerance. Tom, I actually respect your ability to never follow peer pressure. At this point, I'd say it's like 90% just the fact that I haven't yet. Like I think that if I actually like did it, if it was a thing where I have like done it before, then I think it would be a lot harder. But the fact that I have like reps in it at this point, I think it's just very easy to just keep that going. Like it's just like I've created a chain, and now that chain is like very difficult to break. Whereas like with most people, it's like, that's not a thing that they've built up. That's the thing though, you haven't given in, that's the first and biggest step. Hell yeah, bro. And in fact, let's talk a bit about that. Let's talk about doing drugs. Kids, don't do drugs. Anyways, the main thing I want to say is it's fine if you want to do drugs. It's fine if you do so responsibly. However, I think that when it comes to doing to drinking, to the partaking in the marijuana, to whatever you want to do, I think it comes down to the people who you surround yourself with. Like first and foremost, because there are a lot of people who you can surround yourself with in those crowds that you don't want to be doing stuff around. You don't want to be getting drunk around them. You don't want them like pressuring you to do stuff like going farther than you would like to. And that's the biggest thing. And that's something I've realized over time is in most cases, it really is a thing of if you need to drink, you might not be fun. And honestly, like being an adult who doesn't drink can be very difficult because it's like the foundation of like most social interactions. And in my time being an adult, I've tried to find many interests, many hobbies, so that I won't have to rely on that to like make friends and meet new people. But it's kind of hard because it's like, oh, I'm gonna get into video games. and I can bond with people over that. And then you realize how much of a drinking culture there is around gaming, or how much of a drinking culture there is around animation. And honestly, like, the weird thing is, honestly, like, thank you CM Punk, because when it comes to wrestling, there isn't as much of a drinking culture, or at least there's like an alternative to a drinking culture that's there. I would say that most of the very close friends I have, most of them, like, I'd say like 90% of them, I have bonded with over wrestling first. And then, like, everything else that we have in common, like, kind of came over time. But wrestling came first. And I think the big thing with that is the fact that there isn't a huge built-in drinking and drug culture within wrestling, at least with the fans. And at least there's like an understanding that there is kind of like a straight edge influence within wrestling. So thank you CM Punk for that. Anyways, there was something else I wanted to say about that. It's hard to not do drugs as an adult. It's hard because like that's like the whole social.
Jimmy, I'm so glad you're here.
I came as quickly as I can. So what happened?
A wild llama bit me in the leg, and now they'll have to amputate it.
The llama?
No, my fucking leg.
Well, so what now?
I'm not losing hope. Me and my family will make a fundraiser to gather enough money to afford new head leg prosthesis. With that prosthesis, I'll be able to live a normal life and be happy with the ones I love.
Great. How much you have to gather?
About $10,000.
What? How pathetic. With that kind of money, you could save a child from death.
But I am no child.
No, you're a fucking loser of life. I've seen people doing better without having two legs. And probably you got bitten because you tried to have sex with that llama. Wasn't it like that, Carl?
But Jimmy.
Wasn't it?
Jimmy, please.
I don't want you to be my friend anymore. And now excuse me, but I...
You ever notice how liberals will be like, yo, I brought my black boyfriend to Thanksgiving, and my racist uncle called him a racial slur. And I was like, yo, this is just like that time Draco Malfoy called Hermione Granger a mudblood in Harry Potter. You ever notice how liberals will like, yo, you notice how liberals will like go up to a crackhead on the street and be like, yo, your consumption of crack isn't very ethical because it provides funds to the cartel who commit human rights violations in Mexico with the money that you used to buy crack that you gave them through the supply chain in which you got that crack. And then the crackhead's like, yo, I'm just a crackhead, bro. You ever notice how liberals vote for Hillary Clinton? And then they're like, damn, fuck Bernie Sanders. Anyways, let's move on to the W of the week. So, who here knows some W's that happened this week? Because I'm going to be honest, I struggled a lot. And it wasn't like last time where I was like, yo, it's Thursday night, I'm on my knees, I'm praying. And then the Lord of the internet gave me a W to put out there. I was just like, sitting there like, and it didn't happen. So, I kind of had to dig a little bit. I had to kind of settle. And, you know, I mean, this is a pretty decent W, but I'm actually surprised it wasn't already the case. But 39 Daff hit 1 million followers on Twitch.
Dr. Grant, my dear Dr.
So congratulations to 39 Daff. I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. This might be a bit of a hot take. Or maybe not a hot take, but this might be of a contentious point to make. But I'm gonna be honest. I believe that 39daff is probably the best streamer on Twitch. Straight up. I think that, like, above anybody else, she is the best. Who else streams at 4 o'clock in the morning and has a consistent viewer base and has an active fandom? Has a poppin' YouTube channel.
Dr. Grant.
And is also very hilarious and unique and one of a kind. And nobody is quite like her. Since this is just a single W, this is just one milestone on her pathway to greatness, as I'm sure that she will have many more accolades over time, because she is incredibly talented in many ways and incredibly entertaining, and has done a very good job of branding herself, a very good job of creating a community around her content. I think that we should maybe, just maybe, celebrate one of her best moments.
Okay. I make Brandon lick my poopy butthole because we don't have a bidet. I make him eat the shit out of my asshole to clean it. And then if he doesn't do it, I beat him in Valorant.
So, as I was saying, I think 39daff is a plague on humanity and just like a complete awful influence to the youth, and she should be deplatformed, to be honest. She's kind of problematic. It's kind of fucked up that she would say that. It's pretty fucked up. I'm really turning up the knob this time. We're really just being fucking... I did not expect to get this cursed. We're actually losing viewers because I keep showing y'all weird shit. I really was like, yo dude, listen, my brain is already at next week. We got the finale next week. When it came to content this week, I was like, I'll figure it out. I didn't expect... Listen, honestly, the real reason why we're dropping in viewership, the real reason, Hassan is still alive. Who does this man think he is? We gotta cancel him again for having a house. Okay, anyways, alright, now that I've done enough cursed shit, now that I've reminded y'all that this is not a fucking... This is not a safe space for your feelings. That this is a war zone where I will show you the most disturbing, not even problematic, but just disturbing and unsettling things on the internet. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's watch some normie shit. So, I found this. And I said, when we watched Mr. Beast's Squid Game video, I was like, you know what a good video to make would be? I want to see how they did it. So this came in my recommended a couple weeks ago. I was going to watch it last week, but like I said, we ran out of time. And you know what? That's fine. I'm fine with running out of time. It means we had content. So, this week, I want to watch this with all of you. I want to share that experience. So everyone sit down, get your popcorn, and let's listen to Jimmy and these other talented individuals explain how Squid Game happened.
We are literally rebuilding every single set from Squid Game in real life. But the problem is, some sets aren't realistic, like this one and this one. So I called in these guys to help me bring them to life.
We're gonna show you how it's done.
So on the record, if the CG in the video is bad, then I hate him. But if it's good, then he's literally my favorite human on the planet.
Time will tell.
Yo, bro.
We have over 350
They got the actual island. That's crazy.
shots we have to do in 10 days. Okay, wait. How did we even get here? Let's rewind.
Bro, hold up. They really did the record scratch. Yep, that's me. I bet you wonder how I got here.
How did we even get here? Let's rewind. If you're familiar with the content on our channel, you know that we do cinematic pre-visualizations and VFX. And back in March, Mr. Beast hit us up to talk about visual effects. We met at one
Damn,
of their
that's
sets
crazy.
and actually ended up in the Lambo video. I made a run for it, but Micah actually made it to 6th. And then Mr. Beast posted the TikTok. You know the one. It blew up. Squid Games was gonna be a thing. And that's how we ended up back here doing the visual effects for Mr. Beast Squid Game. Mr. Beast is a fan of doing everything.
Wait, so you're telling me they didn't just straight up like do this shit all for real 100%, 1000% completely practical effects? You're telling me it's that Mr. Beast did not literally do Squid Game in real life? I feel betrayed, bro. Santa Claus isn't real? What else is next?
Practically, which yields very realistic reactions from people. But not everything in this episode could be done realistically, which brings us to the tug of war stage.
You know what that sounds like? It sounds like Queer Talk to me. I think they could have done it all realistically, but I think that they chose not to because they're cowards.
You might not know that many movies are actually made in the computer prior to being created in real life. They just have the quality level of the original Shrek. It's called pre-visualization. It allows everyone to see the vision and flow of the content, as well as understand the scope and budget.
Imagine disrespecting Shrek like this. This man is already... He's losing points with me. He's a coward for not creating sets that might actually kill people. And he's also disrespecting Shrek. I don't know, dude. I don't know, man.
Necessary. By using the power of Unreal Engine, we virtually created every set in this video that matched the real-world versions. This even allowed us to film this scene prior in the computer, so the team knew exactly how to shoot it in real life. Want to know what 456 people look like on this set? How about how long the bridge needs to be to fit teams of 10? And what does that even look like with a 10mm lens? This video game technology allowed us to previs and tech-viz all of this and see it in front of our eyes. And because this software is used to make games like Fortnite, we even turned one of them into a playable video game. But more on that later.
Bro, honestly, sell that video game, dude. Bro, they did so much shit with this that, like, you can just, like, milk that shit for profit for so long. Because, like, I don't think people understand how much... Where is that video at now as far as views? Let me see. Because I don't think people... Oh my god, bro. This dude is still live and there's still clips going up. There's already clips going up. Anyways, watch the new roundtable video. Also watch this video. Anyways... 161 million views in 2 weeks. So, the thing with YouTube views and YouTube AdSense and all of that stuff, the thing about it, you ain't gonna make millions off that shit. Even with this many views, you ain't gonna make millions off this video. Are you crazy? You ain't gonna make millions off of 161. And he put like what, like 3 million into the video? 3 to 4 million. I don't know how I calculated like the prize money and all that shit, but like, bro, you ain't making that back with just one video. I know he had like a crazy, long like a crazy long sponsorship in here. And I'm sure that yeah, he has a download link down here that he's probably getting commission from, and that's probably where the bulk of the revenue is coming from. But, like, even then, I would be surprised if, like, this sponsorship and everything is getting him, like, over 200k. And the video alone is probably just breaking over 100k. He spent, like, 3 to 4 million over this. I would milk the fuck out of this for content. Sell the fucking Unreal Engine video game that you made to storyboard the thing. Just fucking market. Dude, I'm surprised he ain't selling merch. I mean, he probably is, but I just don't know about it. I would, like, expect him to do that and then also, like, market that shit. Anyways.
So we've got our big Dell computer. This thing's got an NVIDIA A6000 in it, so it crushes every Unreal Engine scene we hand it. And here you can see our computer set.
Bro, wait, so they just took a Dell computer and just put a ridiculous graphics card in there? Nice.
Actual set. We're going to combine them. And literally, we are able to preview our Unreal Engine scene live in our composite. That's pretty crazy. Dude. Hey, Sean, can you throw me on a 24mm lens? And just like that, we're able to update the focal length on the lens virtually to be able to decide what's going to look best for the final composite when we do our visual effects. A little closer, about a foot. So we're trying to get as high as possible to be able to get this master wide that they have. It's super cool. And our
I'm getting high as possible, bro.
previous showed that we needed to be exactly 35 feet up. Literally just roll a couple seconds and cut.
Oh, that's how they did that shit. I was watching the video. I'm like, bro, how the fuck do you like, what space are they using where they got like that much of a drop? Because like, I mean, I'm assuming they just probably imported it from the show so it looks real. But yeah, that was something where I was like, damn, bro, how the fuck did they do that? Did they legit just have like that level of depth between the staging and the ground? Like, where the fuck did they get room for that, you know? But that makes more sense.
The show actually used blue screen, and as you can see, we've got black curtains hanging up. This allows us to actually have some final shots in camera and speed up our post-production workflow, but also do a luma key and work on them a little further than others. And with this method, the contestants feel like they're in an actual arena, and they don't feel like they're on a movie set, which is really cool for the reactions of everybody involved, as well as the cinematographers who are all running around in real time. There's no redos here. We don't have a take two.
That's something I never thought about with like these types of videos, is you really have to do everything in one take. Like, it's like you have to get like all the footage that you're gonna use. I mean, hold up, I had to look this up again. Yo, what's up, Milky Puff? Hold up, what? I gotta look it up again. This was 25 minutes. Or 26 minutes, more like it. I have like an entire day of shooting. I mean, that's still a lot of footage you gotta get, and I'm sure there's a lot of footage they didn't use. That's what, dog, I feel like most people will not appreciate how difficult that would be.
Contestants are coming in. Literally, if you look outside right now, there are contestants lined out the door. There's 456 people right outside waiting to play this game.
Everything gonna go well?
Oh yeah.
Or at least from your side?
We're looking at this. Looks perfect.
Okay, good.
Good luck out there, man.
Let's do it.
Front man.
Red light. I think I saw this guy over here move a bit.
Wait. Dog, that shit's all fake? Bro, I can't believe this. Why couldn't they just like, I mean, I guess that would be fucking time consuming and expensive, and they already spent so much money, but like, I would feel like you could just like have a like tarp or something over this, even just to like speed up the editing. Wait, what? They just did that all in post-production? Okay, now I'm actually like, dog, I'm actually getting the like seeing the fucking Mickey Mouse at Disneyland without his head thing. Like, bro, that's entirely post-production. That's crazy, dude. Like, that I understand, but like, dog, they literally just had a blue screen like area for that, and then just like put the entire backdrop in post-production. And they did it. It wasn't even just that one shot. They did like the whole segment there. Wait, hold up. I want to see. What did that look like? Wait. How did they even... Okay, hold up. How do they... Okay, my editing brain is like trying to comprehend. So they couldn't see the foam and stuff underneath. I mean, when I was watching, I was like, yo, dude, that's kind of a liability. If someone falls off the side, they could like, you know, but like clearly it's like a fucking 4-foot drop, so like whatever. But like, even then, like, how did they get all those shots where it's like you could see them falling down? Like, how did they even get that footage down there? How did they, like, bro, that's actually insane. drone.
With a big project like
But like, how'd you get the footage if it's like covered by a tarp? Josh can't do this kind of editing. We should fire him. Honestly, dude. Josh, you need to shapen up, bro. But I mean, like, even beyond the editing, that's like entirely like. And look, this is the most viewed part of the video. This is where people's brains melted. But like, how, like, because if it's like, okay, here's where my confusion is. If this is entirely tarped off, right? And they had like footage of them dropping down from the platform into the foam. How did they get that footage if it's tarped off? Like, where were they shooting from? Where did they even get this footage? Like, I'm assuming, like, I'm just like, that's the part I want to know. Like, I need like an actual explanation on like how that worked. Because just seeing this like before and after is leaving me with more questions than I have answers. Jesus Christ. Oh wait, the viewers went up. Did Hassan stop streaming? Nah, he doesn't. Alright, so I'm just cooler than Hassan, I guess. Nice.
With a big project like this and only 10 days to do it, we had to scale up our team a little bit. And on top of that, we had to move our entire production over to the Mr. Beast team to be near the editors. So that included all of our computers and all of the networking.
No, I literally said that I feel like
Wait,
Is that rolling?
are they gonna explain it
We
here?
got Luke and Taos here. These are both my roommates in college. That's how we met, right? To do as many shots as the movie The Matrix had in just 10 days was insane. But we assembled a team of talented artists.
Jesus.
And there's a bit of competition going on between everybody because
Wait, it had as many shots as The Matrix and they did a 25-minute video. That's wild.
we gamified it a little bit, where we've got the classic like Silicon Valley progress reports with the sticky notes over here and everyone's headshots. So people are racing.
Dude, Mr. Beast is just insane. Mr. Beast literally did a whole fucking startup just for this one fucking video. That's actually fucking bonkers, bro. He literally just made this shit because he could make it. And he's not making the money back. I hope, like, that's the main thing I want people to understand. Because people look at Mr. Beast and they're like, why doesn't everybody do this? Because not everyone's Mr. Beast. Not, like, it's like, dude, you can be like, yo, dude, if you want to blow up on YouTube, just make a fucking Mr. Beast Squid Game video. Yeah, sure, let me just pull out my fucking $4 million I have. I wonder what the production cost was. I'm assuming that's what, like, the free million he was saying came from. My friend got donated to by Mr. Beast. Yeah, he does. I don't think he's done that recently, but he'll just go to small streamers and be like, yo, here's $1,000 or whatever the fuck. Everyone on this production team probably has an open offer from any production team on Earth. I mean, that's kind of like how they, 10K and PayPal locked her account because this is, see, that's why I don't use PayPal. They fucking sus, dude. You'll get 10K and then they'll lock your account and then take your money or some shit, you know? Like, I don't trust PayPal. They be doing shady shit. I almost feel like Mr. Beast probably paid these people more than an actual production company.
So one of my favorite shots in the video is this cinematic shot that I kind of snuck in the edit, and I'm glad it made the cut. And we shot this by using a blue screen, key it all out, and then we used the power of Unreal Engine with the scene we built to put it behind the character with our tracked camera that Brendan tracks in the computer. So it basically matches the exact movement of the camera. We
That's
put it
crazy.
in Unreal Engine, and then we have this combination shot that looks awesome. We add some lens flares at the end, and it just looks realistic. It's super cool. And remember how I told you that we can use this to actually make a video game? Check this out. So,
Oh no. Yeah.
we turned it into a game.
This is all he's done.
It only took an hour. We just converted the map. All right, so 50-50. Is it a 50-50 shot? What do you have here?
It's all totally different. It's all different. It's all varied.
Okay.
There is a kind of like threshold at the further you go.
Okay, so it gives you a little bit of a dopamine hit at the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, I'm 3 in right now. 4 in.
Oh, Sam.
Someone help me.
Switch up.
Oh no!
As we were getting closer, we were excited to show our work off.
Do you want me to just come in now?
Yeah, dude, if you could come in right now, that'd be great. We take a look at some of the stuff we're working on. Cool. This is kind of a color pass of us working on some of the red light, green light stuff. So this was actually all shot in a warehouse.
Yeah,
that's
Yeah.
pretty well. Insane.
Everyone
Damn.
actually like trickles out.
Yeah,
That
so you
color
can see
design.
The teams actually like are
I
continuous
love
throughout
it.
the.
That foam's not real, right?
Yeah, everything's
No.
fake. Yeah, everything is fake on that.
I don't
Wait,
know- how do you
wait,
do
wait,
this?
wait. The foam's not real, so they actually drop people. Nah, I'm playing.
I want to find
It's
this
not even a funny joke. I'm sorry.
one that's so funny. Hold on.
Yeah. Oh, that's
One
funny.
of my favorite things about it is like we put it together and we're like we need some dust. I want Zara to pull up a shot. So
Oh,
once we
that's
have it,
good.
it's gonna be real cool.
It's just coolness overload. Like, I don't even know how to react. Can we upload tomorrow?
Alright guys, we're pulling it all night here we go. A lot of this is actually using like video game engines now.
An actual like game version.
Is
Is there anything you guys care?
We were trying to come up with like what the game theory is behind this. It's like
Yeah, what's the percentage and then how high does it get?
First person to finish gets $1 million. If you guys haven't already, you should hit the subscribe button right below this video. I mean, look how hard they're working. Come on.
it was an insane amount of work, but with this great team and using this new real-time technology, we were able to pull it off. And we were really excited once we did. Oh yeah, and one more thing. Something really cool that didn't make the cut just because we were so pressed for time. When you've got a friend in Maui who's got access to a helicopter, you give him the
They still never explained how they did the fucking thing with the. This is a frat type celebration. Hopefully not a Blizzard type celebration. They still didn't explain how they did the foam thing. Like, I'm actually interested. Like, how did they, like, get the shot of like people falling down onto the foam? Like, that's what I'm interested in.
green light to get that shot to replicate the show.
Wait, what the? Wait. So they actually went to an actual island to get that shit? Bro, Mr. Beast is a fucking fiend. Mr. Beast, like, has the full capability of becoming a supervillain.
And we're super pumped with how this turned out. Thank you so much for watching the behind the scenes, and we hope you enjoyed it. And please
Bro, Mr. Beast is like one hate comment away from just becoming fucking Lex Luthor. He's just gonna shave his head and like swear revenge on humankind. Cause one person's gonna be like, damn, this shit looks like trash, bro. If y'all watch my streams on Saturdays, I might do one tomorrow. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know, dude. Anyways, if you watch my stream on Saturday, I played
franchise since it's
Pokemans. I'm playing through Pokemans because Pokemans is one of the few things that gives me serotonin in life, especially like right now because I'm depressed because it's winter. That's literally the reason. I know I probably maybe have I mean, I don't know. I sometimes I have like those like mom type viewers, you know what I mean? Like viewers that like get a little bit too like invested in the health and well-being of content creators. But I made this post and said, yo, maybe Arcane was as good as everyone is saying, because I watched it and I was like, I think it's just okay. I don't really think it's that great. And I was like, maybe it was, but I just have depression. And I know some people might see that and they're like, oh my god, holy shit, are you okay? I'm fine. It's literally just the fact that it's December and I'm trying to move the fuck out of Michigan because anytime it's winter, I get depressed. And I cannot help it. I can't control it. Like, as soon as that happens, my brain chemistry just changes and it's like time for depression. And that's just what happens. It has nothing, like, I'm everything else is fine. I'm doing well in every other way aside from, like, you know, life stuff that is going to be there and I have to deal with regardless. But, like, move to Tokyo, I actually don't know if it snows in Tokyo. Also, that would be a pain in the ass to like try and like go through immigration and everything, like as someone who has lived in the United States my entire life and also doesn't even have a passport. I feel like immigration from here to Tokyo would be incredibly difficult. It does maybe every other year. Yeah, I mean, I've been thinking about like maybe Texas, maybe Nevada. I'd like to move to LA, but holy shit. I'd love to see a Tom and Tokyo arc. That is not an unappealing idea. That would be an interesting character arc. The Tom X Mil. Okay. Listen, that's gonna be like the S-Fan X Ginny arc. So, I'm just letting you know. Anyways, I've been playing Pokemon, and I want to. Tom in Texas has me. What? I mean, we could do it like that. We could go to Texas. I know you want to meet me. I do want to meet you, but like, listen, it'll be like S-Fan and Ginny. Anyways, Tom in a cowboy hat. Hold on. That's gonna be me in Texas. S-Fan and Jimmy are a great team. Bring Jenny back. Anyways, Pokemon. I want to see what Smalland has to say about finishing the whole thing and the whole Pokedots. I want to see what he has to say about doing all this thing.
Its arrival in North America over 20 years
I figured
ago.
I'd do it on stream.
And, you know, I never really took it all that seriously. But with the Diamond and Pearl remakes coming out, I decided that was going to change. I was going to take this gotta catch 'em all motto to heart for once. I wanted to catch all the Pokemon in just one day. I woke up bright and early on release day, downloaded Brilliant...
Ginny X Amaranth was a better team. That's just not fair, dude. Like, anyone X Amaranth is a better team. Amaranth is the most fucking OP Twitch build there is. Like, she literally just fucking watches Netflix and farms, like, thousands of views and gets a ton of, like, fucking millions of dollars. Like, she has the most broken fucking... She is literally hacking the game. That's why she keeps getting banned. Like, it's literally like she is using aimbot but for Twitch, and the aimbot is her tits. Like, it's unfair. Like, she's winning. And like, as much as you might get mad about it, you also gotta respect it a little bit. Cause it's like plenty of other girls have titties like hers and they ain't farming the level she is. So it's like you gotta respect it after a certain point.
Diamond and started my stream. I rushed through the intro of the game and picked my starter, Chimchar, being the fastest option to speedrun with, and began catching some Pokemon. You're probably thinking right now, wait a minute, how's he gonna complete the Pokedex if he only has one of the 3 starters? Well, my roommate actually saved the day here. He let me borrow his Switch for the weekend, so I bought Pokemon Shining Pearl and played through the intro 2 more times on my second Switch. Once for Turtwig, and then for Piplup. I traded him over, and with 3 starters, I was finally ready to make some progress through the game. I made my way to the first gym, and I'm not going to bore everyone with every new Pokemon I catch, just the trickier important ones, like Zubat. Because Golbat is a friendship evolution, I made sure to pick up Zubat early, so it can evolve into a Crobat ASAP. And
wait, is it really? I already have a Crobat. Nice.
The first badge was pretty trivial. Nearly every Pokemon on my team had super effective moves for Rock, so first badge done. I ran back through Jubilife City, picking up the mystery gift Manaphy Egg along the way, and into Floaroma Town. My now Monferno easily handled the Galactic Grunts terrorizing Valley Windworks as I encountered my first major problem of the run. Drifloon. The way Drifloon works is this. The Friday after you defeat Team Galactic in Valley Windworks, it will spawn in the route. Pretty simple, right? Well, the thing is, these games came out on a Friday, because
Bro, just do the fucking time traveling that you do in Animal Crossing, like, bro. Time traveling in Switch is like the most like known thing. In old games, Friendship Evolution was a pain in the ass. In all the newer titles, it's very easy. You know, I remember trying to in Auras trying to get fucking Sylveon. Is Sylveon the fucking fairy type Eevee? I remember that being a pain in the ass because they had like the mini game where you had to like feed them and pet them and all that shit. But also, like, I assume that doing that shit back in the day when they didn't have all that extra shit was probably even worse.
Beat Team Galactic on a Friday, it wasn't going to spawn for another week. And that's the only place to find one. It seems like there's an easy solution to that, right? Change the time on your Switch to be the next Friday. Wrong. That's not going to work. For whatever reason.
What? No way. Nintendo, once again, hates their fans. Can't believe it, bro.
There's a penalty on these games if it detects you've changed the time. If you adjust the time at all, time-based events are paused for the next 24 hours. This means no honey trees, no berries, and no Drifloon encounter for 24 hours. I don't have time for that, but I had already thought of this and prepared a solution. Before downloading Shining Pearl on my other Switch, I set the date to 6 p.m. on a Thursday. This gave me just enough time to clear out Valley Windworks on Pearl, then wait until it was Friday on Pearl, and I was able to catch the Drifloon with no time penalty
Bro.
on either game.
Fucking 5-head move. What's up, Monsoga? That's a fucking 5-head move, bro.
This was incredibly important, because other time-based events needed to occur, like the honey trees. There are a few Pokemon that can appear in honey trees: Combee, Cherubi, Burmy, Apom, Heracross, and Munchlax. Some of these Pokemon are very rare. Heracross is a 5% chance, and Munchlax is a 1% chance. And with the honey trees, after spreading honey on them, you need to wait 6 hours before any Pokemon can appear in them. Every single honey tree I could find, I slathered with honey at the earliest opportunity and set a 6-hour alarm for each one. To complete the Pokedex, I needed to get lucky with these, but I did my best.
Bro, alright. I gotta expose myself. I didn't know that was the case. So I found a honey tree. I slathered honey on it. Nothing happened. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? So I slathered more honey on it. And nothing happened. I just slathered all the honey in my inventory on one. That was like 2 days ago. I didn't know you had to come back 6 hours later. I didn't know. I'm a fucking casual, bro. I'm the most casual Pokemon player, bro. I had no idea this was a thing. I'm completely flabbergasted and brain blasted and shocked at this information.
To maximize the odds. Back to Diamond though. I didn't realize it when I had started, but on that switch, the time was actually set wrong for some reason. So conveniently enough, I was able to catch a Murkrow in Eterna Forest, a Pokemon usually only able to be caught at night. Another Pokemon I was trying to get around this time was a Dustox. Wurmple, when it evolves, has a random 50-50 chance to evolve into either a Silcoon or a Cascoon. I had already caught a Silcoon, so I only wanted the other one. I evolved one Wurmple. Please be a Cascoon. 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 Damn it! I evolved another Wurmple. Please, I can't tell what it is. Please be Cascoon. Please be Cascoon. Don't waste my time. That's Silcoon number 3! And another Wurmple. Cascoon. Oh, that's Cascoon. You can tell by the circle, by the outline. Finally. It's a Cascoon! Yeah, it took 3 tries. But the time I got a Cascoon, I had already defeated the second gym, the Galactic Base, and dug around underground for a skull fossil. Oh, it's my mom! Mom! Hey, Mom! One ethereal sticker C. Because I know what that means. The third gym was all the
Bro, imagine playing the male character in a video game. That's crazy.
way in Veilstone, so after a brief stop in Hearthome to snag the Happiny Egg, I entered the city to find that the game corner was missing and replaced with a clothes shop. I updated my style and realized that since gambling was
I gotta do that. I didn't know that was a thing. We gotta get tripped out. Okay, I'll stream tomorrow. And we're gonna do a trip stream in Pokemon. We're doing it.
The powerful TMs you can buy with coins in the original games must have been relocated. I found them for purchase in the department store for surprisingly cheap and taught my level 26 Monferno Flamethrower. I burned through the third gym without any issue, and there's no story progression between the third and fourth gym, so I strolled directly from the Maylene battle into the Wake fight. This fight gave me a little bit of trouble. Monferno barely beat the Gyarados and Quagsire, and there was still Floatzel left, which KO'd Monferno with Aqua Jet. You'd think that with the other starters it'd be a breeze. It wasn't.
What do you mean, bro?
Yes!
Dog, why don't you just use an electric Pokemon? I tore through this guy. Just use a fucking Luxio or whatever.
No, because the other starters didn't obey me. Traded Pokemon don't listen to you until you get more badges, and Grottle was able to Leech Seed once, but never attacked again. I just fed it Moo Moo Milk.
Damn, bro. That's what you get for cheating and playing both games. Fucking not casual. Fucking sweaty Andy over here. Getting his fucking just desserts.
Until the Floatzel went down, so that was the 4th badge. I jumped into the Great Marsh to grab Defog and catch a few Pokemon, one of them being my favorite. I'm just gonna run around for a little bit, and we're gonna catch pretty much every—
He about to whoop.
There he is. He's not going to escape. See? It's fate. Whoop whoop. What a good little boy. What a good little fella.
I didn't know it yet,
Bro,
but
the
this
Savari
great marsh...
the Savari zone is so easy now. Also, I just want to say, like, there was a brief point in my playthrough where I was like, yo, dude, I feel like this is, like, harder than the past games I played. Like, I feel like there's a difficulty curve. Like, somewhere around, like, the second, third, fourth gym. Like, around that area. And then, like, once you get over that, it's just like, whoop, easy baby game. Though I'm also not all the way through yet, so.
was going to cause great stress later on. I didn't know that there were special Pokemon in the Great Marsh that change every day. Did you know that only on 16% of days, Carnivine can spawn? And that it's the only place to catch it?
Huh.
I left the Great Marsh ignorant to the pain that was ahead. I visited Celestic Town to grab Surf.
Does Cyrus... I guess Cyrus only attacks you and... Huh. Cyrus only attacks you here in Platinum.
Oh! Bopped Fantina with my Infernape and landed in Canalav City and took a boat to see Riley on Iron Island. On Iron Island, I discovered a new mechanic they added to the remakes.
Toughed it out so I wouldn't feel sad? What does that mean?
Okay.
Have I been guilt tripped?
Bro, the fucking emotional manipulation that they do to you in this game is ridiculous, dude. Like, it's one thing, like, usually you just feel like, damn, bro, when your Pokemon's, like, about to die, you just feel, like, stressed out from the fact that it's, like, you don't want to lose. And now it, like, guilt trips you, like, oh, your Pokemon's in a pinch, it looks like it's gonna cry. It's like, don't fucking emotionally terrorize me on top of the fact that I'm getting fucking clapped right now. Like, I'm losing. Isn't that bad enough? Why are you fucking guilt tripping me as well? Why are you humanizing why are you anthropomorphizing my fucking Pokemon and making me feel bad? You fucking emotional terrorists.
This frickin' Infernape? If you die, I'ma be pissed. What kind of friendship is this? That's not how friendship works.
Yeah, so that's an interesting addition, I guess. I finished helping Riley out and got the Riolu egg right as Happiny was hatching.
Happiny. Look at the Happiny. Guess what, Happiny?
You get to stay in the box forever and never come out. Perfect timing. I had a Baniri that still hadn't evolved by this point, so I took a little detour to the Pokemon Mansion to grab the Soothe Bell to increase friendship later, because I noticed there's a lot of Pokemon that have friendship evolutions this generation. And after that, I decided it was time for the 6th gym.
Wait.
I want to see all those. Okay.
This generation. And after that, I decided it was time for the 6th gym.
Wait, my alarm went off. That means it's been 6 hours. It's time to go get the Honey Tree Pokemon. Go, 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 go!
Oh, never mind. Time to check the honey trees.
Here. It's been 6 hours.
As it turns out, there's a chance for the trees to spawn Pokemon after 6 hours. It's not guaranteed, so I instead needed to periodically check the map for them. In the meantime, I swept through the 6th gym, and with the 5th gym badge, traded Pokemon up to level 70 now obey. So I didn't need to worry about...
Bruh. The 6th gym, that fucking Steelix just fucking ran through me. I didn't realize how much my team was weak to ground. That was not fun. Leg day was on Thursday, my legs and also... Yeah, that's what happens. Usually it's my abductors for me.
Any bad behaving starters anymore. Galactic blew up the lakes, and I left to deal with them. Baniri finally evolved after the Saturn battle. I stopped Mars as well, and departed for Snow Point. After arriving at Stowe Point, I checked the honey trees again, as it had been another hour, and 2 were finally ready.
Save. Yes. We waited 6 hours for a Wurmple.
I checked the second tree, And it was a Combi, a male Combi, unfortunately, so it couldn't evolve, but by
unfortunately, I'm a man.
resetting the game and trying the battle again, I re-rolled the Combi and got a female one on the second try. Resetting doesn't change the Pokemon species, by the way, it just the stats and stuff. Still no Munchlax or Heracross, which was quite scary. There's nothing to do but wait, though. So I returned to Snowpoint to sweep Candace and get that 7th badge.
Wait,
Veilstone headquarters were...
Wait, who's that? Who's that?
Next.
Who's that?
The battle...
Hold on, what? Who? What? Who? Sweep who? Who?
In there,
who? Who's Smollett? Who?
To sweep Candace and get...
Can the stick fit in your mouth? Got him. Suck my dick. Why is that? What? Twitch. Why are you? Twitch. Why are you taking that? Like, bro, do you not realize what show this is? Twitch. Why are you censoring Sugma in the chat? Twitch, what are you doing? You are censoring, bro. You are creating a hostile and exclusionary environment right now. I hope you realize that, Mr. Jeffrey Bezos. Don't take me to the cliffside.
That 7th badge. The Veilstone headquarters were next. The battles in there were easy. I wasn't over-leveled or anything. It's just that Flamethrower was still hard carrying the run. Next objective was climbing Mount Coronet. I got to the top, and the Cyrus battle was harder than expected. His Gyarados was the perfect counter to my team. Not that I had a lot of strong Pokemon, because I was trying to evolve most of them for the Pokedex. I really only had Empoleon and Infernape. Gyarados took out Empoleon with Earthquake, and Waterfall did a lot to Infernape. No! Gyarados' special defense is way higher, so that means Flame Wheel should do more. Oh my god! Yeah! Let's go! Okay, yeah, power of friendship and shit. Okay, I never doubted you for a second.
See, here's why I'm such a casual of Pokemon, is I literally, as I go through the game, I tailor my team to be, like, versatile enough to where whatever Pokemon I might go up against, I'm going to have a counter to that Pokemon. And what happens is, when I try and do, like, real-life team battles, like, against people online or whatever the fuck, I can't really do that. Because if I try and do that, the other person, who is usually much more knowledgeable about Pokemon than me, is going to be like, okay, I'll find a Pokemon that is not as effective against that, or you're not going to be as effective against, and I'm going to make sure that they have, like, very high attack power and high defense or whatever the fuck, and they just know the stats and the actual, like, all that shit better than I do. Whereas I don't have to worry about that if I'm just going through the story, having fun. I just know if I have a counter to everything, I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna breeze right through it. It's a baby game.
Saved by the friendship mechanic once again. With Cyrus defeated, the only thing left on Spear Pillar was catching Dialga. Took about 20 minutes, but I eventually caught it in an Ultra Ball and headed down the mountain to Sunny Shore City. Another easy gym for the 8th badge. At this point, I assessed the Pokedex to see which key...
Wait, so you catch Dialga before the 8th badge? Is it usually like that? I thought you usually catch the legendary after the badges, and then it's the Elite Four. I thought it was like badges, legendary, Elite Four. Am I wrong? Do they not always do that? I don't know.
Pokemon were still missing. I didn't have Munchlax, Heracross, Apom, or Burmy yet. 4 Honey Tree Pokemon. It was not looking good. To get these 4, I needed insanely good luck, and there was no way to speed up the trees. Since there was still nothing to do but wait, I figured I'd get another tough one. Spiritomb. In the original games, you needed to place the odd keystone in Spiritomb's tower, then talk to 32 players underground. This could be cheesed by constantly leaving and re-entering the underground. This changed in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. The way to encounter Spiritomb now is to talk to 32 unique NPCs in the Grand Underground, not other players. These NPCs suck to find. They can randomly spawn in certain designated locations, but sometimes they won't show up for some reason, or one you've talked to will appear there instead. It doesn't really seem like there's a consistent way to find these people quickly. I wandered around the Grand Underground for over 3 hours. I found only 30 of the 32 needed. This was a soul-crushing experience. Finding a new location only to realize I had already met the NPC there. No. Leilani. Aimlessly walking, only to be disappointed time and time again.
Here's Letitia again.
I'd been streaming for over 12 hours at this point and was absolutely exhausted. It wasn't until I started checking the hideaways that the tides began to turn. While running around in the Grand Underground, someone in my chat let me know that not all the Honeytree Pokemon are exclusive to Honeytrees. Munchlax and Apom can both be found in these big rooms. So after a few minutes of searching for each, I caught them with relative ease.
Damn.
I didn't just stop at those two though. Apparently the Grand Underground is an amazing place to fill out the Pokédex. The wild Pokemon down there have their levels scaled to how many badges you have. Since I had 8 badges, all the Pokemon were level 50 and above. I caught a ton of Pokemon. Skorupi, Mantike, Luxio, Wingull, and a big one, Gible. Every one of these being above level 50 allowed me to level them up a single time to evolve them. After catching a Gible, I had a level 57 Garchomp in a matter of minutes. And not only that, but in Shining Pearl, some Honeytrees were ready. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Heracross, Heracross, Heracross. Yes! Yes! Oh, that's so good! Let's go! Now we just need to catch a Burmy, and we're good.
All I gotta say, Pokemon involves a lot of grinding. I know I'm the first person to say this. I'm the first person to come to this conclusion. I just made a fucking that's a lot of grinding. I don't know if I want to do all that. I probably will though, just because, like I said, in these cold winter times when my seasonal depression is hitting, one thing can give me serotonin, and that's Pokemon. So maybe torturing myself is the way to happiness.
Bro. Alright, we got all the Pokemon we needed. I had nearly gotten every difficult Pokemon in the game. With all the Honeytree Pokemon done, a lot of the stress was gone. But I knew there were still a few key Pokemon left. Because, like I said, I did only find 30 of the 32 NPCs required to encounter Spiritomb. I decided to take a break from the Underground to become the champion. With the Underground giving me some pretty high-level Pokemon, and Munchlax evolving along the way, I brought an impressive team into the Elite Four. Infernape, Empoleon, Garchomp, Snorlax, Dialga, and Luxray. I also remembered that X items are completely busted, sharply raising your stats while being super inexpensive. I bought a bunch of those and a few healing items. I crushed the Elite Four with ease. Cynthia was another story. I used the last of my...
Okay, everyone who I have talked to is saying that Cynthia is just, like, ridiculous. Also, like, perfect example. Small Ant's like, bro, get the X items, raise all your stats. Bro, you think I do that shit? You think I know about stats and shit? Dude, I'm a fucking monkey, dude. I'm a fucking monkey. Also, I'm sorry, but, like, I'm trying to do the show. And I have Chewy, Dion, and Sana just looking at me on my desktop, and it's honestly very distracting. I also have Mina right there. Dude, do you know, I literally cannot jerk off in my room anymore. Like, I have Twice looking at me from every angle. I have to, like, turn off the lights and everything. Like, I can't, like, dude, if I'm sitting here in my chair, I'm like, alright, you know, maybe it's that time. I look up and I see Mina right there. I'm like, yeah, never mind. Can't. Too weird. Like, it's like having a Bible right there. It's like having Jesus looking at you, except instead of Jesus, it's Twice, which is more effective in many ways. I'm like, yo, dude, listen, I want to be the best person I can possibly be if I'm going to share a Earth with 9 incredible, talented, just all around amazing women. So I can't have unpure thoughts when I'm reminded that I exist in the same Earth. Anyways.
Items on Garchomp to set up on the Spiritomb. Something I noticed during the previous 4 battles was that although the Pokemon on the teams weren't changed, they had far better movesets and items. It hadn't affected the outcomes of the Elite Four battles until this one. Garchomp took down the Spiritomb, and Cynthia's Milotic came out next.
This thing's probably pretty tough as well.
He one-shots it.
I'm gonna dig. Nice try. No! That's not fair! It has... it has... Marvel scale and a flame
Never mind.
orb. That's genius! She's actually good. You switched to Garchomp. Gastrodon. Fair. Is there any way I win this? With 0 X items remaining, I knew that her Garchomp was able to one-shot every Pokemon left on my team. I had only one chance. Snorlax. With the few healing items I had left, I set up curses with Snorlax.
Wait, can't you just use... Okay, actually, hold on. What's left for Smurfs is actually a fucking genius with the fucking Sachirisu technique. I've gotten so many fucking revives and healing items and repels and shit from having a Sachirisu on my team. Actually, great advice. I'm glad that I took it.
Snorlax had only one good attacking move, Last Resort, so I had to waste another 2 turns by using Belly Drum and Flail. On the turn I finally attacked, a miracle happened. Well, last resort. Oh! KO! I was able to last resort Gastrodon, Roserade, and Milotic. Oh, we're just gonna have to hope Milotic can't kill me. Oh, man. You lived! I had 0 healing items left, and Garchomp was about to end Snorlax with an Earthquake. Snorlax, hold on because you love me. Oh my god! Oh my god!
That's crazy.
It's easy.
That's
Easiest
crazy.
game ever. Okay, it's good. That's such a stupid mechanic. Oh, it's a good anime moment. Snorlax saved the day and allowed me to become the champion. My work wasn't done yet, though. I still needed a few more key Pokemon, like Spiritomb, Carnivine, and Feebas. After the credits, I re-entered the underground. I found 2 new NPCs immediately, and was able to catch the Spiritomb with a quick ball. After this, I spent some time catching some stragglers that I missed, like Finneon, Goldeen, Remoraid. I also bred Burmy to get a male one for Mothim. I visited the Lake Trio, caught Azelf and Yuxi after a few Dusk Balls, and used my Master Ball...
Wait, he still needs to get Palkia. He has to do a bunch of shit in the R1 to get Palkia.
...on the Wandering Mesprit. By the end of the little catching and evolving session, there were only a few Pokemon left, and the majority of them were Shining Pearl exclusives, like Bonsly, Glameow, and Palkia. Of course, since I was trying to do this fast, I didn't want to have to struggle through all the battles with low-level Pokemon, so I traded my now level 63 Empoleon from Diamond to Pearl. Normally, with only 2 badges, a traded level 63 Empoleon should not obey you. But what you may not have considered is that Empoleon isn't considered a traded Pokemon. Empoleon was my Shining Pearl starter, and because the original trainer of the Pokemon is the same, it obeyed my every command. I swept through Pearl without anything to slow me down, until I reached the Great Marsh. Carnivine. Yeah. Carnivine. Please. 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 No Carnivine. By now, my chat had told me about this daily 16% chance Carnivine, and I was just hoping it'd be there when I reached the Martian Pearl.
Okay, let's just speed this video up a little bit.
It wasn't there. I tried changing the system clock on Pearl just to see if Carnivine wasn't considered in the 24-hour time travel punishment. As far as I could tell, it was. So there was no way I could obtain it. I tried different things for over an hour with no success, until someone in chat pointed out something. You need 6 badges for Carnivine? Really? Unfortunately, I have 8 badges in Pokemon Diamond. This freaking zooming, spinning. Oh, okay, we just need to catch it now. Now, I'm not sure if what they said was actually true or not, but because my Pokemon Diamond clock was wrong, it ticked over to the next day while I was playing Pokemon Pearl. It reshuffled the daily Pokemon in the Great Marsh, and with some incredible luck, I got the 16% Carnivine chance. Back to Pearl, I still needed to get a Palkia, so I cleared out badges 4, 5, 6, and 7, catching a Bonsly, Glammeow, and Purugly along the way. I reached Palkia, and with only Cyrus blocking my path, I lost the battle. And I had to climb the mountain again. I didn't lose the second time, and Master Balled the Palkia for the final version-exclusive Pokemon. I traded all the version exclusives, trade evolutions, and some items over to Diamond for the final stretch. I evolved a few more Pokemon like Bonsly, and used the Dusk Stone from Pearl to evolve Misdreavus, and then there were only 2 Pokemon left, the most difficult Pokemon to obtain in the Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl games.
What is that?
And Milotic. Feebas works just like it did in the originals. It can only spawn in this lake underneath Mount Coronet. There are about 500 water tiles in this room, and if you fish, Feebas can appear on exactly 4 of them. Which 4 tiles? Well, those change randomly every day. The worst part about this is that if you fish on one of those 4 tiles, it's only a 50% chance for the Feebas to appear, so there's no way to know if you missed them. The only thing standing between me and a completed Pokédex was finding one of those 4 tiles. So, I grabbed a Pokemon with the Suction Cups ability, threw it in the front of the party for better fishing odds, and started fishing 1 tile at a time. I think you skipped a row here then, and then just on the way back I missed. Gotcha. First day, that's what he said. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I guess it doesn't matter. So,
bro, the fucking stamina to have been... how long must he have been streaming at this point? Like, probably like 16 hours, and still be like able to just keep going with this is ridiculous. I mean, Small Ant, I know, is a true gamer. He has, I'm pretty sure he has like speedrun records and shit. I was looking at some speedrun records the other day. I'm pretty sure I saw his name, so like, he is a true gamer.
we got it! Let's go!
But even then, that's fucking insane.
It was actually the line that I missed. Isn't that crazy? You saved me, Chet. I searched through nearly 400 tiles, but after 2 hours of fishing, I finally found a Feebas tile and caught it. 1 Pokemon left. To evolve Feebas, we encounter an entirely new problem. In the modern Pokemon games, Feebas, it's a simple trait evolution while holding a Prism Scale. And the Prism Scale does exist in these remakes. It can be found by digging underground. It's super rare. People in chat were telling me they searched for 8 hours and couldn't find a single one. So I opted for the traditional evolution route, Poffins. I needed to feed Feebas dry Poffins to raise its beauty and get it to evolve. I used my Alakazam, which happened to love dry Poffins, and it had the ability synchronized to force a wild Feebas to love dry Poffins as well. Now it was just a matter of cooking up a few batches of them. And I'm gonna be completely honest here. This was my first time ever making Poffins, so... Wiki, Orin, Wiki, Kelpsy. Yes. Foul Poffins? You use 2 of the same berries? Next time I throw 2 blueberries into a muffin, I'll just chuck it in the garbage. I had no idea what I was doing, so I had to reset once or twice. Once I got good enough quality Poffins, the Feebas beauty was quickly maxed out. I was able to level up...
Bro, like, half the shit he's doing, I've never done in a Pokemon game, bro. I've never done, like, a lot of this shit. Like, this is the stuff where I'm like, oh, you can do that. I guess that's optional. I never really considered the fact that, like, oh, there might be an actual incentive. I just thought, like, oh, people do like the underground and like all that stuff because it's fun. Nah, clearly it's a very serious matter.
Once to get the last entry in my Pokédex and finish the run. It's evolving! Yes! The last one! Wait for it to enter the Pokédex. Milotic! It's so beautiful! And it's time! 151 out of 151 Pokemon. Yo, what's up?
Ah, Ant. You've come to show me your progress on the Pokédex.
Bro, go to the game director. Wow. You literally complete the Pokédex, and then Rowan is like, good job, I don't care. These seem like people that work on the game. I'm the game director. Congrats on completing your Sinnoh Pokédex. It's a little underwhelming, but okay. And that's it. To complete the Pokédex in Brilliant Diamond, it took me just under 21 in-game hours. It was a long, short journey, but I pulled it off in the end. If you enjoyed, be sure to subscribe. I play games wrong all the time. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Jesus Christ. Okay, anyways, I had one last thing I wanted to talk about. I just want to talk about... Oh, fuck, I deleted the fucking arcane assets. Okay, I wanted to talk about... Small Ant actually made this achievement look so small compared to how difficult this is going to be for me. True. I might not even do it. I may not even be able to do it, so... I just want to put my brain out there. So I had this idea for an arcane video. And I haven't talked about this with anyone. But it's like a shower thought that I had. I'm like, yo, dude, what if I did like a joke shitpost video about how arcane is anti-League of Legends propaganda? Kind of similar to, actually, this graphic makes sense. Similar to Dare. I was like, yo, dude, like, what if it's like, because my incredible tweets, my incredible Twitter, my queer Twitter tweet, I said Jinx really did all those deplorable things just because her sister reported her for intentional feeding. Don't play League, kids. And I was like, yo, dude, what if I made a joke, like a joke video, that like Arcane is actually about keeping people from playing League? Like saying like being like a cautionary tale of like this is what will happen if you play League once. Like this is the path it's gonna like it's just gonna send you down a path of destruction. And they're like trying to tell you not to play the game. And then you might stop and think for in the meta for a second and be like, why would Riot do that? The reason is similar to Dare. Dare actually got kids to do drugs more. It was a completely ineffective campaign because it was exposing kids to drugs and giving them all this information on drugs. And while it was with the intent to get them to not do drugs, the fact that they're so Puritan and like full on like don't do drugs at all, like even alcohol, even like weed, all of it is bad. The fact that they were so extreme in it made a lot of kids curious and actually got a lot more kids on drugs than they prevented from doing drugs. So I'm like, they're doing that with Arcane, telling people don't do League, don't play League, and that's actually going to get people to play League even more. But the thing is, here's why I'm like, I don't know if I want to make that video, because here's the thing, it's a shitpost video, but obviously Arcane is like anti League of Legends. Like the marketing for that, like the thumbnail and like the title and everything would be super clickbait. It would definitely be clickbait for sure. It would definitely get people to watch. But the thing is, even though it would obviously be a joke, people would still take it seriously. Because for whatever reason, people on the internet and people on YouTube do not know what a joke is. And I swear to God, because anytime I try and make a video like that, where it's like my sense of humor, where I'm like, yo, dude, I'm just gonna say some like, I'm gonna say all this crazy, like, outlandish, like, conspiracy theory type shit. And obviously it's a joke. And I'm going to make all these arguments that obviously don't make sense in reality, but within the canon and the logic that my script is following, it's going to make sense and be funny. But people can't turn their brains off and just be like, okay, let's go along with this. Because like I'm the type of person where it's like if someone starts spouting off like a weird conspiracy theory to me, I'm like, all right, like tell me more. Like tell me why the earth is flat. Like tell me why. But people don't do that. A lot of people don't do that. They're just going to be like, "No, you're wrong. You're wrong. It's obviously promoting League. Why would they do that? They wouldn't do that." Like, and I'm like, is it really worth it, I guess it's like the question. Because here's what's going to happen is I'm going to be like, yo, this is hilarious. I'm going to make a video. I'm going to be really proud of it. I'm going to be like, I'm really happy with how I managed to tie everything together in a way that makes sense within the linear progression that I made. Like basically create like a pseudo conspiracy theory that is clearly meant for jokes. I'm going to spend all that time in constructing it and being very proud of it and putting it all together. And then what's going to happen is it's going to go live. I'm going to get so many people who do not get it, who are going to be like, bro, you are a fucking idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. Who are just clearly not understanding the joke. And I don't know if I want to deal with that. So I'm like on the fence. Also, I have a fucking Adventure Time video I need to make on top of that. So I'm like, although that video is probably going to take a bit. So I'm kind of like in the mode of like, I should probably think of some quicker videos I can make. Like that one. That one I feel like I could probably make pretty quickly. But like Adventure Time, I feel like that one's going to take a little while. Because like, I'm not even at the point yet where it's coming together. I'm still like finding pieces to put into the video. And then like that's kind of how it works. Is like I take like pieces. I'm like, okay, these are like ideas, and like statements I want to make with the video, and then like I'm going to take all of that and put it together and figure out how the pieces go together so I can construct it into like a coherent linear story. And I'm not even at that point yet where I'm like trying to compile it into an amalgam of things. I'm still like getting the things together to do that, you know? So I should probably figure out another video to make in the meantime that I can, like, as I'm gathering those things, I can just like take something else and just throw that together. Anyways, I think that's gonna be it for this week. I know we're ending a little bit early, but next week, I don't know if I'm gonna do a longer show next week. I have a few things planned, because it is the finale next week. After next week, no more Sugma program for a while. I don't know when season 2 will be. I have no idea. Finale next week, indeed. I have no idea. I don't even know if I'm going to be in this setting by the time the next one comes out. Probably I will be. I'm hoping in 2022 I find a new living situation, or I'm playing with a couple ideas. But, you know, I'm thinking 2022 is probably, COVID kind of fucked that shit up as far as me like making plans to move out. I think that this next year is probably the year where I actually get my shit together and figure that out. So might still be here in the same space, but if I do find a new space, I will be able to vamp things up a bit. But I don't know. I'm speaking completely hypothetically as far as that goes. I have no idea what's going to happen between now and then. I might do another season before that happens. We might still be here. But there are a lot of things technically and stuff that I want to get together before next season. Things I wish I had for this season. And I don't want to show my hand. I have like a document of things where I'm like, I want this, I want that, you know. To figure out between now and then, I will be making YouTube exclusive content in between seasons over on Sugma Mail. So make sure you are following me there. Make sure you are subscribed. And also, as you can see, I upload highlights from the stream every week. So be sure to go and subscribe there. If you haven't already, make sure you follow me at TommyPQM on Twitter, on Instagram, on everything. And I'll see you next week for the finale. Goodbye.
We have caught and compromised to a permanent end Osama bin Laden. I feel damn proud to be an American.